Personally, I absolutely love playing a narrow formation on Football Manager, especially one with a half-back in DM, so you make that very attractive 3-back with 2 bombing on wing-backs, and a very good front sort of 5 with the 3 midfielders getting forward, the strikers. The flow of the play is so nice, and I love to see it. So today, I have made a tactic which does exactly that, and the results of it are absolutely outstanding. You can see on screen straight away a treble with Manchester United. So make sure to stick around as I show you how good this tactic is in game and how the tactic is broken down. The tactic is available for you to download on Sword Art SI and in my Discord channel. So stick around for all the information on where to find that and how the tactic actually plays. What's going on there, guys? Kempi here, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another tactic video. Just a very quick one. Over the weekend I was away on holiday in Liverpool for a weekend, a nice little lads weekend away, a nice little relaxing time. The head has recovered, and what's even better is I looked on YouTube this morning to over 800 subscribers, so a massive thank you to every single one of you. If you are not subscribed, make sure just to hit subscribe down below. It helps me out massively. But we're not here for that. We're here for a tactic that I created before I went away, and one that I couldn't stop thinking about. The tactic itself is fantastic, and as you can see on screen, like I said, the results are outstanding. A treble with Manchester United in the first season, the FA Cup, the Europa League, the Premier League. It's basically the 99 treble, but without the Champions League. It's the Europa League, and in that game we won 3-1 against Bayern Munich. We'll go through some match highlights very shortly, but the tactic itself is beautiful. And you can see from the data hub as well, it is solid as well. Just 2.11 goals per game, so we're not scoring an outrageous amount of goals, but 0.79 conceded per game is very good. And we're looking at the goals scored, they're not just coming from one man either. The goals are from everywhere. We've got the front sort of 5 doing very well. We've got Rashford on 48 goals, 8 assists. 19 goals, 14 assists come from our Bruno Fernandes. 18 goals, 14 assists come from Big Wout Weghorst. Sabitzer coming through with 17 goals, 13 assists. 10 goals come from Anthony in just 11 starts and 5 assists. 15 assists come from Ericsson. 8 assists down here come from Fred. I want to try and find the wing backs because they're meant to be quite good as well. Malacia hopping through with 9 assists. Luke Shaw for some reason didn't quite get the results I expected from him. 35 games, just 4 assists, and Malacia pretty much doubling his assists in nearly half the game. So I'm not quite sure what happened there. Dalot getting 6 assists as well. I said Anthony doing very well. Just a very good, well-rounded performance, and a lot of goals and a lot of assists come from different positions, which is exactly what we wanted to see. If we do head to the Premier League and look at the detailed stats, we were second on goals to Manchester City by just 1 goal. We conceded the fewest amount of goals, which is fantastic to see, especially from a very attacking 4-1-2-1-2 formation, which is great. Possession-wise, we had 55%, sitting in 6th position. Most clean sheets was us, and like I said, goals just second by a goal. So we're scoring goals, we're not conceding a lot, and we're doing very well with Manchester United. I have done this test as well with Real Oviedo in the 2nd tier of the Spanish divisions. Can we do it with them? They're predicted to come 12th. Can we do bits with them? And also with PSG to show you what this tactic could do with a super team. So a lot of you guys are well in the future. You've got, you know, Shelder up and Nonto up front, and they've got 190 current ability. So they could be the man you've got up front. So we'll show you how we do with them as well. Let me just get over to that save file and show you guys how we done with PSG and Real Oviedo. Just a very quick one from me before we get into the next test. If you can, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and follow on all these wonderful things: Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. I don't have Instagram on there. Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, all of it. Subscribe, follow, and you can keep up to date on all of the Kempi videos. They are coming thick and fast, and you guys are smashing the support. And like I say, a massive thank you for over 800 subs. Let's keep that going. 1K in May is the goal. So thank you guys so much. Keep smashing the support, and let's get right into the next set of tests. So I'm going to show you guys quickly just some highlights of a game. We won 4-0 against Liverpool. The first leg was absolutely wild. He managed to lose 8-1 at Anfield. I don't quite know what happened, but it's one of them games where I'm sure if we were in control, the AI would have been completely different and we wouldn't have lost 8-1, or at least managed to control it. So when we do win 4-0 at the Parc des Princes, we still managed to go through. I'm going to freeze it just here, though. You can see the half-back has dropped in to a centre-back role. You've got the 2 centre-backs pulling out a little bit wider. You've got the wing-back on attack on the left. You've got the wing-back on the right as well. You've got your 2 centre-mids, Verratti and Soler, Messi in the middle, Neymar and Mbappe up front. And you can see straight away exactly what I described at the start. With the back 3, you're bombing on wing-backs, and from there, it's absolute chaos going forward. You can see Kempi bombing down the right-hand side. Soler with an on-rushing run, and he does put the ball into the back of the net. A very good move there. You can now see Liverpool in attack. Soler again getting all over the place. He was our right Metzala, and he was absolutely everywhere in this game. He was dominant. Ball through to Neymar, plays it through to Messi, and he slots that one away for 3-0 against Liverpool. And the fourth here is Hakimi again, linking up with Messi, bombing it down the line. That wing-backs are going to be absolutely key in this formation. And Carlos Soler scores again. He was absolutely fantastic in this game. Liverpool played very well in respect to them. We did win with a Carlos Soler hat-trick, which is very odd to see. A 9.9 average rating. You can see the style down there. You can probably sort of work out how it goes. But you can see with PSG, we did end up winning the league. 106 points, 111 goal difference. Sadly, we didn't win the Coupe de France, knocked out by Monaco. We did win the Trophy of the Champ, and obviously quarter-final by Liverpool in that crazy first leg, which no one really understands. Look at the schedule. It's the only loss in such a long time, and it was 8-1, and it was very, very odd. Not even a red card, just shocking performances all around, and got absolutely battered. So a weird one there for Liverpool in that Liverpool game. The data hub shows up with 3.32 goals per game, conceding just 0.39. If we do head to the stats in Ligue 1 as well, it is absolutely dominant. 126 goals, nearly double anyone else. 15 goals conceded, nearly half of Marseille. 25 clean sheets, most possession here, fewest shots against, most shots for. It was an absolutely dominant season from us here at PSG, which you do expect when you're building a tactic that, you know, is my ultimate 4-1-2-1-2. You do expect it to be very, very good, and we were fantastic. We went 12 games without conceding at one point, which is absolutely outrageous. And if we do just have a quick look here as well, we're strong in momentum. Forwards are doing very well, scoring goals. The final third dominance is strong as well. We're scoring massively amount of goals compared to what else. And Neymar is doing absolute wonders. Obviously, 17,000 per game against us, 3.32 goals, 2.6 non-expected goals, 22.84 shots a game is outrageous. And when you can look at the goals we're conceding, we're just not. I only expect to concede 0.58, so it's not like we're being saved by our goalkeeper Donnarumma. We are being very, very solid. And conceding just 0.39, and that was with PSG. Real Oviedo predicted to come in 12th in the league. Obviously a team that I actually really, really like because produced a few fantastic young players over the years, and this is who Wednesday's rebuild is going to be with. Are we going to be able to get Real Oviedo back into the big time? They haven't been there for a very, very long time. But it's time to make them a big club. And when they produce players like Juan Mata, hopefully they can do the same for us with this fantastic youth recruitment and youth facilities. So if you do enjoy rebuilds, make sure to come back on Wednesday and watch that one. We did win the league first season. We won it by quite a canter as well. 10 points clear of Sporting Gijon. 42 games played, 26 wins, 9 draws, 7 losses, a 39 goal difference. The data hub, very good again, 2.12, conceding just 1.19. Very similar to how we done with Manchester United. And looking at goals scored, we had Vallejo and Borja Baston, the old Swansea man, doing absolute bits for us. 10 assists from Kobelien as well, 10 assists from Vallejo. We didn't go through the bits with PSG, but that was Real Oviedo. We'll go over that in much more depth on Wednesday. In terms of goal scorers for PSG, Mbappe 56 goals, 16 assists, Neymar with 32 goals, 23 assists, a retiring Lionel Messi, shocking to see that, 31 goals, 24 assists, Verratti doing bits, Hakimi with 14 assists, and Bernat with 8 assists as well. Who was the left back of PSG? Is it Nuno Mendes? Where is he? Just 4 assists, so very odd that it didn't do very well in the left backs on every sim we did, especially as when I show you the tactic, I have built it so the left back is meant to be much more involved, but maybe it's because the Mezzala and the advanced forward, the wing back, is sort of left to do his own devices down here. We did see that on one of the highlights when the back three dropped in. We had the wing back very high up here on his own, so maybe that is why we're not seeing quite as much output from him. But the system itself, I would cater it to be the side that you're more overpowered on the wing back. So say this one, obviously Hakimi is heavily involved, so we've got everything on the right hand side. If your left back is the best player, simply just swap Mbappe and Neymar's roles over and swap Verratti and Fabian as well. So make sure you're sort of changing them bits with how your team would go. That is first of all what I will say. It is a custom gegenpress. It is positive in mentality. It is shorter passing, a much higher tempo, standard on the width, pass it into space, low crosses, run at the defence, being more expressive, take short kicks, distribute just to the centre backs because we want them wing backs getting as high as possible, distribute quickly, counter and counter press. It's a high press, it's pressing much more often, it's a standard defensive line, it's on get stuck in as well. So if you do want to sort of drop a few yellow cards, because we did, I believe, give away quite a few bookings and fouls. If you do want to try and drop some of them, just do that. Where is it? Is it here? No, we can't see where it is, so we'll sack that bit off. But if you do want to concede a few less yellow cards, make sure to take that off. The instructions themselves on the players, there is a lot, so make sure to stick around. The sweeper keeper on support with the take more risk that comes as standard. Wing back on support on the right back, dribble less, tackle harder. I wouldn't move him to more attacking because you're then going to have absolutely no cover in this bit, and he has to be on support, because the left back, you can sort of have him going higher up because you've got Fabian coming into this role. So that's why it's this way round. And like I said, that is why I would advise you to switch the formation as to what size you would use. Dribble less and tackle harder. Ball play and defence, both on stay wider. That allows the half-back, when he does come in to this middle centre-back role, to drop in nicely, and these two make a nice free back. Wing-back on attack on the left, cross more often, dribble more, tackle harder. The half-back on defend, quite literally my favourite role in all of Football Manager. My favourite role in real life as well. I can't really think of someone off the top of my head who does this role with complete composure and fantastic. But almost sometimes when you watch Barcelona, Frankie de Jong drops into this role and it ends up being a free back, and you watch Man City and Rodri will do it, and you'll have, you know, Ake and Ruben Diaz either side of him, and Rodri is sitting in that pivot there, just dictating the play and dominating the game. And I love this position, and that is why I pretty much built this tactic, because of the halfback on defend. If you just read what it actually is, the halfback itself looks to serve a role where somewhere between that an aggressive sweeper and defensive midfielder. The halfback drops deeper than a standard defensive midfielder in possession and looks off to offer an outlet for quickly recycling possession and to offer protection against the counter-attack. It's only available in defensive duty, and it's fantastic, and I absolutely love it. If you guys have never used one before, make sure to use one. A deep line playmaker on support, just on the left of centre mid, more direct passes and tackle harder. That's how Eriksen got so many assists for us. You saw Carlos Soler absolutely dominating in this Mezzala role because he can occupy this space. Mbappe is getting right on the last man. So all of this space when Carlos Soler was there was dominated by him. So Mezzala on attack with dribble more and tackle harder. An advanced tackle midfielder, on support, take more risks, roam for position, tackle harder. Messi done very well in this role, and Bruno Fernandes, the cover star, absolutely smashed it. A pressing forward and attack. This role I played with quite a lot, with target forwards, with deep line forwards. I've ended up settling on a pressing forward and attack. I think it's the best role we used there. I did sort of 7 or 8 tests, changing that just alone to try and get it perfect, and I ended up with the pressing forward on attack. No further instructions on him. Dribble more, shoot more often, tackle harder on an advanced forward. That's the man that's going to get you all the goals. That's what Rashford done. It's what Manu Vallejo done, and it's what Kylian Mbappe done here at PSG. And I'm very happy with the results. It's my first tactic that I've created based on sort of my style of play and how I would like to play football. If you guys are interested, make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. It helps me out massively. Come back on Wednesday for that video because it's going to be an absolute banger, and I'll speak to you all next time.